Your superconscious mind is the part of you that has been around since your conception. And it is the part of you that is observing your life and watching things unfold. And it can access the emotional content and the beliefs. And it can access, I guess, the way of saying it is the library of your mind. So as we go through life, our library of all of our experiences starts to accumulate right from conception. Well, and some people even say you get the energetic imprint from your mother and your father. So, I don't know all of that. All I know for sure that you collect a library of information from your conception. Your nervous system gets wired. You have a collection of experiences, whether you remember them or not, that kind of program your mind body system for how you're going to show up in the world. And so that's why everybody has a different perception of the same event. And that is why, we develop these anxieties or fears or limiting beliefs or insecurities. We all have them. I'm just going to say that, like, we all have them. And so I think every single person is on a healing journey. And that healing journey is so powerful when you access your own superconscious mind, because you can turn triggers into healing opportunities. You can really be your own therapist. You can find your limiting beliefs and rewire your mind body system so they are positive, empowering beliefs. You can deal with anxiety, deep-seated anxiety, fear, all of that stuff you can deal with in the moment with your own superconscious mind. And in one-to-one sessions, we can go deep into your own programming and with your own superconscious mind, go deep into the unconscious layer. Our heart holds a lot of the emotional content of our lives. So I said the library of the mind, but there's a library in your heart too. We have often emotions tied in our heart. We often have barriers and defenses and blockages that are keeping our heart from receiving and giving what we want. So we don't operate at the highest expression. Often we are guarded and it's difficult to be authentic because our heart is scared of vulnerability. See, she knows. She has been with you as well your whole life. And she has, I think a lot of us live from our head and we haven't necessarily learned to connect as much with our heart. And our heart has a lot of wisdom and guidance for us. And we get so much more joy and fullness of life when we are freer to live, a wholehearted experience. The superconscious shift sessions, if you haven't had one before, they're really weird, but they work. They're like a guided mindfulness practice. And when I'm giving the comments, the instructions, I'm talking to your superconscious mind. And there's a real structure and flow to it that I'm certified in. Having said that, there is an art element in that I'm using my own intuition, my own superconscious, my own wisdom, my own psychic abilities to guide the session. How do you know your past is impacting your present? Anytime you are having a strong emotional reaction, or you can know that your past is being activated. Some emotional content from your past is being activated into the present moment. Some people call them triggers. And I like to say triggers are opportunity for healing. The pause, the sacred pause. If you can notice when you're triggered and take the time. So like when you're triggered, like I'm talking like when you're having a good cry or when you're super instantly angry or when you've got that shame feeling or when you've got that visceral anxiety feeling. Tap into your heart and what she is feeling. And ask yourself, when have I felt this way before? when have I felt this way before? And see what bubbles up into your awareness. Sometimes you'll get a memory, sometimes you'll get visual, like a movie in your mind. Sometimes you get nothing, and that's okay too. But if you ask yourself the question, you never know. And sometimes it is something from the past. There's a clear memory from childhood where you have felt the same way. And it's those emotions that are being remembered by your mind body system in the present moment. They're being triggered, they're being associated. So to heal them, it's a beautiful opportunity to heal them, right? And you can do that in different ways. You can do that with talking to yourself, by sending yourself compassion, by engaging your superconscious mind. In the moment, superconscious, please treat this. Now, once you've had some experience with your superconscious mind, it becomes much easier. Your superconscious knows what to do. So keep watching these lives, keep listening to the replays, or come book a one-on-one, because I can help you develop that relationship with your superconscious mind. So in the moment of the trigger, when the past is being triggered into the present, you can heal those emotions. And in that way, we are triggered less often. I am triggered way less often by the shit that used to trigger me all the time. It's a beautiful thing. Is life rosy all the time? Heck no. I'm not the Dalai Lama yet, but I am not triggered by the same stuff at all. And when I'm triggered by new stuff, I know what to do. So that's the magic of this work. So if you do like this and you're finding it helpful, keep watching the free content. That's great. If you do want to do a one-to-one session, I love doing those with people too. And I will put the booking link in the comments, but no pressure.